I think I'm gonna start the podcast, the audio version of the podcast, back a little ways, and
now we'll start the video podcast.
And the video one will start now. It's starting now.
I gotta crawl, so I gotta get there, Star.
This is going in. This
Again,
is
I
gold.
Moved.
Things are
they're
real
gonna
tight.
see all my coughing now when I go off to the side. Like I'm gonna cough over.
Yeah, we do have little quirks that we don't like people to see, but now they're going to see because people want YouTube.
I cough quite a bit.
We live in a world where people want the tubes
I
on
didn't
you.
get water.
Am I too loud again?
No, I think you're all right.
You got to put that slack off.
Dude, I'm still working. I don't know what's happening. Okay, hold on. Let me finish
we're all
working.
still working.
Well, it's after 6.
It's after 6.
But let me just finish this email. You
it's
can't send
6
this email
after
right now.
6.
So we're not starting the video thing because this is a bad video.
No, this is fine. This is good.
great.
This is what they want to see.
Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Look at all YouTube people who are watching. You can see our fan art. Audio people, too bad.
Welcome back to We Stayed Late, and the video version.
Yeah.
Welcome to the first time of We Stayed Late on video.
This is a little
on
too
VHS.
much. On VHS, Betamax.
We're
Download and rent it at Blockbuster.
See, now you're gonna have to put effects in. You can't say that stuff.
No, I'm not doing that.
You're not gonna put
The
effects
editors
in?
are not going to edit this video at all. We're going to slap it in to Premiere.
I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't believe you guys because you guys are editors and you guys like jokes.
But I also like to go home.
I like to sleep a little bit. Not much.
I got my own
just a
projects
little
I got
bit.
to take care of.
Yeah, you have a lot of
We
work
all
you're
have
doing.
So many
I also feel like I have to cheat out now to this camera.
I am
Yeah, you have to.
absolutely. We're gonna
I
have
don't like
to.
that anymore. You know, once
'Cause
we
we
have
can't-
enough money to get an editor, we're cutting this thing. Someone's gonna cut it back and forth.
We're gonna do 2
Look
camera
at you.
angles.
You're opening yourself up.
Look at
I
this.
gotta open myself up.
Yeah, you got to play
Yeah,
the
this
camera.
is hardest for me because I don't. There's nobody. I'm like
You're not looking at
I'm
anybody.
looking at you guys in video, and I'm like, I guess I
You can
could
see
talk to you
yourself.
guys here. Yeah, but that makes me self-conscious.
What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Is this too high?
Hey, you can say that now.
That joke
Wow.
actually works. Is this too high? Is this in my eye line?
He's talking about, for people on the audio podcast, he's talking about the pop filter in his face.
Oh yeah. Now I have to be considerate about the podcast people. Don't worry, we'll be nice to you again. I'm gonna jump in and out of like going how we used to talk because I want to be.
That's fine.
I want to be genuine.
You,
Honestly, I
you do
think it's
whatever you
fine.
I
want
want
to
to
do.
be real.
I think the people who watch video podcasts don't actually look at the video. I think they just play it so it's on their computer.
Hey, you
while
tell
they
us
leave it
listen
in
in
the
the background.
comments
In the
below,
comment-
are you actually watching
I know that's what I do.
or are you only listening?
See, if they're not actually watching, why we don't need to put any effects.
Well, it's more. I mean, if you put effects, they'll watch.
They'll watch.
But for the most part, at least, yeah, anything that's like over half an hour and it's not like showing me visuals on purpose.
Constantly.
Yeah, then I just play it and go do other things.
That's true.
Because, oh man, it's just gonna be real
Sometimes-
hard. It's gonna be real hard to talk to you guys and be
We
in
need-
mic and like not.
We need the money to hire a We Stayed Late editor. We
need-
have them.
We need 3 cameras, one for each one of our
Yes.
faces, and no 4 and
Four
a wide.
for the host. I mean,
For the host.
For the hosts. You are now the
Oh,
host.
this is bad content, you guys.
No, this is great.
This is great. What do you mean this is bad? You don't
In
think
my
this is
head,
good?
I'm real self-conscious now.
What's the difference between what we've been putting out in
And
the
this.
podcast and this?
Because we're addressing in my head, we're addressing 2 different mediums.
We are trying to dance with 2 devils.
And all I'm thinking about are like the audio people being really annoyed that we're referencing all
I
the
know.
visuals, and all the visual people going, "What is this?" Because this is gonna be the first one they're watching.
Yeah,
true.
but we're gonna make the announcement on our page, and those people who usually go to the audio are probably gonna be watching the video. I would assume. I don't think
Sure,
we're gonna
but
get
there
anybody.
Might be new people
Listen,
who will watch
Okay,
the
if you're a
video
new
for the
person
first
who's
time.
watching the video for the first time, 1, I love you. 2, we have an audio version too, and you can listen to that if you're in your car and you don't want to have to look at your screen because it's really dangerous. Unless you do what Luis and I do when we're driving to work, and it takes us an hour and a half to go 10 miles. Which is you just put the phone up on the thing and you just sit in
we
traffic.
Stay Late does not officially condone watching
do
video
not.
no,
at
but I
all.
bought this new car
If you
holder.
do that, you're on your own. That's not.
Our lawyers
we are
warned
not
us
liable.
against that.
We are not liable if you actually do that shit. Don't actually do that shit.
Let me tell you about a story. I watch TV in the car. I have this new car thing that holder you put in your car.
A holster?
There you go.
A sheath?
And it's a magnet, so you put a magnet behind your phone, and then a magnet.
That's not. Wouldn't that ruin the computer and the
I
phone?
googled it, and apparently it doesn't, and it has a high star rating on
Interesting.
on
Okay.
Amazon. Anyway, it's on
I'll
a pop.
trust
Oh, it's
it.
right here. Actually, you can see it now. So I have this pop socket for the listeners at home, and it pops out, but it's perfect for putting this magnet on there.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you slap it in like this.
Okay.
And then you can now, since it's on a pop socket, you can actually turn it this way.
What?
So if you want to watch
Oh.
HBO, if you're behind on HBO Game of Thrones, not sponsored, you can.
Hashtag,
hashtag
not spawn.
sponsored.
Not
not
hashtag
spawn.
not ad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hashtag not
you
ad.
can you can do that, or it's like, hey, I want to go back looking at directions or looking at Snapchats. Boom.
Just
That's
like that.
cool.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's great.
I forget what it's called, but it's like one of the top Amazon hits. I just got an Amazon.
Oh, you just got Amazon Prime.
Prime, yeah.
You hadn't had it before?
No, not before.
Oh my gosh, Louise.
Well, because before you had to pay the whole $100 thing.
Yeah.
And then now they do the
how
$10.
much on shipping have you been paying?
Well, I used to not buy a lot from Amazon. I used to like have to make the effort to go to Target and like actually buy stuff.
Right.
But now I feel like I just want to Amazon everything, like
I Amazon
toilet paper.
everything. I literally have a shipment of toilet paper waiting for me outside my door right now.
Are you serious?
How
Yeah.
much?
Like
a lot?
Like a
I
regular
feel like
thing.
if you're gonna order from Amazon. Here's the thing. I don't buy like the massive thing,
I
even
don't-
though I should.
yeah.
I don't buy the massive thing of toilet paper
Space.
because of space or because of it's fine in my apartment, but I don't want to
Yeah.
have to carry it from the car to my apartment or in my cart. Like literally, if you buy the big one, it takes up your entire cart.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
So I don't buy that, but it would save me money. So now I can just Amazon toilet paper,
I
just
just-
a big old thing of
I
toilet
just
paper.
bought like a regular old 20 roll. Like it's not like
That's good.
the crazy amount, you know. But
You get
know,
the 100 roll?
I did like I did a Prime pantry situation, not sponsored, not ad.
Wait, do you do pantry?
I do that when it's
What's
like
the difference between pantry and fresh?
pantry. You have to fill like a box, and it's more like going to Target. Fresh is more like almost like going to a grocery store.
Okay, like you have to fill up a box. You can't just put like one pair
Well,
of
you can fill up
peanuts.
the box, but it's just like
That's all I want.
you ideally want to fill up most of the
One pair
box
of
because the
peanuts.
shipping cost is going to be exactly the same
okay.
no matter what's in the box. So you want to fill more. So whenever it's time to like get laundry detergent, cleaning supplies, like all of that household goods, I do one big
box.
box.
That's cool.
Oh, sneak peek for the viewers. This is the part where I drink water.
Luis is always drinking water, but you don't
And
get to
then-
see it.
And then you should be excited for Prime Now, because that's the
I fucking love Prime
That's
now.
the like, oh, I want to get something to eat. It's the oh shit, I want this thing right
Hashtag
now
not
today.
sponsored. Again.
Yeah,
not
again.
sponsored, not ad. It's nice living in a city where like you could get the things you want like right away and you don't have to leave your house.
I remember when we were starting this podcast, we didn't tell the story. We got all the equipment, and then we realized that we needed XLR cords that
Oh, yeah.
were longer than the ones that were on here because they weren't long enough. And so I Prime Now'd them and literally got them in an hour.
That's
I
crazy.
hit go, and then somebody showed up downstairs with XLR cords.
Isn't that great?
It was
I mean,
fucking
it's a little
awesome.
bit
It
more
was so cool.
expensive, but I mean,
Yeah, it's like-
you want the
yeah.
thing. I want it now.
You got to pay shipping.
You have to pay you have to tip the person that comes.
Yeah,
and I think you
do
have to pay a
like-
couple bucks.
But
or
it's
something.
automatic. Like it's like in the thing. Like
It
you
just
pick
does
the-
Yeah, it does it for you. That's good. No thinking.
I
You know,
love
I
it.
like that. I like it being in a world where I don't have to think.
When I was
No, I'm
nauseous
kidding.
on Sunday, I definitely used Prime Now to just order some soup.
Oh.
I was like,
That's nice.
I needed some things, and I didn't want to leave my house.
Yeah, no, that's
I was
awesome.
like, I'm just gonna order things for me. Honestly, I started using Prime Now when I got sick. I was like, I need NyQuil, I need cold medicine.
Yeah.
I need all these things. I really did not want to go outside, and I
Yeah.
just ordered. I was like, well, this is a new thing. This is addiction because like they just delivered me all my like creature comforts of like I'm sick and I don't want to go
Hey,
out.
that's the best time to use it. Here's the thing: is like I order so much stuff from Amazon, and I have
yeah.
all of it shipped here. And so, and especially with all the things we've been ordering for the con, or I've been ordering for the con for us, almost every single day I've gotten some sort of shipment downstairs. So they probably think that I'm just like a crazy online shopper
Yeah.
who just buys like
Who
just
is this guy?
crazy. Yeah, because I buy stuff. But the thing is, like, I don't wait to because it's Prime. I'm really bad. Normally, if I were to order something from Amazon before Prime, I would have waited and been like, okay, I'm gonna wait to get to that $35 tier.
Yeah.
So I need to order like 4 things. So I'm gonna wait, and then when I have 4 things I want to order, I'm gonna order those things. Now I'm
It's just
fucking
like,
awful
bloop.
and just go, okay, I'm ordering this now, and then like an hour later, I'm like, oh yeah, I needed that too. Oh yeah, I needed this too, and I get like 6 packages, and they're like, why do you have so many packages? Because I order it all separate. Sometimes they'll package it
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
but if you order it within like a similar time frame. Sometimes they'll do
bundle-
it, but
they'll
yeah,
bundle it.
they'll bundle it. But
bundle it.
But I'm really bad about that. I just order like I have something arriving Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Monday.
I'm the same.
It really does give you something to like expect, like hope for.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh man, I can't wait for that package to come in.
Wait
Like
till you
at
get
least
to the
for
point
me,
where you
because I'm a
started
newbie.
forgetting what you ordered, and you're like, what is, because you have the subscriptions. This is just the Amazon podcast right now.
That's okay. Whatever.
Yeah, when you have subscriptions where it's like the things that you like, I have my cat litters automatically.
Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
about
yeah.
to bring that up. Can they bring me cat litter?
Yep.
That's too heavy. Because I get.
Yep, because it's heavy as fuck, and you think I'm gonna go to the
Yeah.
grocery store and buy that shit? Nope, I get this
How
exact
expensive
one
is
that I
that?
want. I pay for like my big one.
Which one? 40 pounders? Or are we talking 21?
A 30 pounder
Uh-huh.
and it's flushable because
yeah, you
I
have a
like my flushable litter. It's
I don't know what
it's
you guys are
about-
talking about.
It's
We're
essentially
talking
like
litter.
30-something bucks a month for like the big one.
You only get one litter box a month?
I get one. Yeah, well, I change it out. It's a big bag. I like.
Yeah. I have a lot of cats, so it's a real problem.
Yeah. I have the.
I have
two.
to get the 40 pounder.
Yeah, I have the two, but you could set it up where you get two a month.
Yeah,
You get
shipping is
whatever you
still
want.
free.
Damn.
Shipping is
They
free.
fucked up.
Well, they go UPS when they do things. We had
You
this whole
just- yeah,
discussion.
we had this
They do.
discussion.
We had this whole talk. So I recently discovered, for anybody who doesn't know, like me, before I started ordering a lot of shit that was heavy, USPS does their stuff based on weight and not by size. So you can get whatever you want. Within reason, like there's oversized shipping, but like you can have a huge box, and if it's light, they're gonna charge you the same as if you had that light of a thing, but it was like 2 inches by 2 inches. But if you have something that's really heavy, that's gonna charge that USPS is gonna charge a lot for. If you go to UPS, they do it by size.
Mm-hmm.
So so you can ship stuff that's like really heavy, but
As
but
long as
small.
it's little.
As long
fine.
as it's little, yeah. So like when they shipped in the comics, the comic that's our comic that's coming in,
Ruby Whipple.
Ruby Whipple. By the way, pre-order for Ruby Whipple and Roots and Planetborn and Dimensions are all on embryostudios.com. Go check
Sponsor.
it out.
Mm-hmm.
Has
Hashtag sponsor.
Hashtag
Official-
ad.
Hashtag ad.
Hashtag ad.
ad.
That's the stuff that we've been working on for a long time. I've been working on some of that stuff for years, just like prepping and developing stories and stuff, and it's finally kind of coming to fruition.
And I guess since we're YouTube, we can add the
we can add the thing
on the link
Yeah.
in the description.
in the description. I
Look at
think.
all this extra work we're adding now.
Wow,
Well,
look at
that's not
that.
that much work. You can bring out your phone and be like, doot, 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 boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Type it up.
Oh yeah, you guys are used to doing that.
We-
I'm just starting to
we've-
learn how to
yeah.
do that, and I was like, this is annoying.
Oh, on the phone?
Well, no, like on the desktop
Oh, on the
even. I
desktop,
started
yeah.
trying to add annotations and all this stuff to my vlog, and I'm like,
We gotta do it all the time.
my God, this is like, and like writing the
Oh, yeah, we did it
descriptions
every
and
day.
changing it up and all this stuff, and I'm like,
Ooh.
man, and this is just once a week.
I think I'm
It's
just
like-
gonna.
and I'm like, this is annoying.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna copy and paste your
Yeah.
description.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah,
I'll send
yeah.
it to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, no behind the scenes. But yeah,
Behind
you
the
can
scenes.
you can go and pre-order that stuff. It comes out in September. We're also going to be at Long Beach Comic Con at booth C18. Yes, C18. They spelled my name wrong in the program, but online it'll be right. And then also, if you live in LA and you want to go pick up Roots, which is my comic that I've been working on, you can go do that at Meltdown Comics on Sunset. There's still a couple copies left,
Sunset
so go
Boulevard.
go
on
and get
Ed
that.
Gardner.
Oh yeah, so go and get that because it will help me.
You better go and fucking get it, or I'm gonna get a gun. I'm gonna go to your house.
Now they're seeing your face. Nicholas.
How
very
crazy,
different.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would help me a lot. So if you
I don't
want to
know
go
if
pick
that's
it up,
going to be more threatening or less threatening. When
I think
they
it's
see your
less
face.
threatening. I'm pretty sure it's less threatening because now we can see it.
No, you don't hear my voice just alone. You actually see my smiling face.
It's the change of like you hear a threatening voice and then you see and it's just like a little puppy dog.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, not threatening at all. But anyways, what I was saying is that when we're getting Ruby shipped in, and I looked at the UPS shipment just to like figure out when it was going to be here, which is getting here Thursday, and it's 40 pounds.
What?
40 pounds of comics.
Damn.
Paper's heavy.
It's so
It is.
heavy. It's
Didn't
crazy.
we talk about like packing books, like when you're moving to another house?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, but you know what? It's 40 pounds, but they probably shipped it media mail.
Yeah.
because you ship it media mail. This is also a thing. If you send books, DVDs, movies, anything on USPS, ask for media mail, and it's significantly cheaper.
That's crazy.
I do
They
this
did
for
ship
donating,
UPS, but
Yeah, I do this for donating old magazines to women's prisons. I send old magazines.
That's right.
And I do media mail, and I hope it gets to them. I always worry, like what if I send these magazines and they're like, we don't take like even though it says it, look, you never know.
yeah.
So, but like I literally flipped through them once because the subscriptions were like $5, and then I'm like, I have all these magazines. I don't want to just toss them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I cut out the letters and save them.
If you want to know who was the killer,
collages too. It's called collages. You just make little pretty things.
Yeah.
You'd have to wear gloves if you did that nowadays, because it would be so easy just to track the fingerprints of the person.
Get a little glue on your fingertips.
Ah, God! And they just like put
Not
your
if you
fingerprint in the glue.
Not if
like-
you don't have a criminal record. If you're not in the system.
Yeah, but I feel like nowadays, like I scan my thumb to get into Universal Studios. The FBI has that
That's
shit.
true.
There's no
that is
way.
new. I went to Disneyland.
Yeah,
and
they
you have
scan
to,
your thumb?
Yeah, you do the thumb thing now.
You know
Yep.
what's weird? I think the corporations have it. I don't think the governments have it.
I think they could get it
I
if
would
they
believe,
wanted it.
I believe Google would have that faster
That's
on
true.
file than the FBI.
Wasn't Jeffrey talking about something where he gave Google a piece of his DNA to put in a database?
Oh, he did the ancestry thing. He did.
No.
Well, Ancestry.com and
Ancestry
stuff,
does
if you,
that.
if you do that, it's...
Oh, he's talking about the genome, like 24.
Oh.
Is that Google?
You and me and 20. Me and
You, me, and Dupree at 24.
That-
Just
there
all
was
those
me,
ancestry
myself,
sites
and
and
Irene.
things like
me,
that.
myself, and Dupree, and me and you.
Those DNA sites, they legally have to make it an anonymous thing because they're sending it off to like labs,
Okay.
and for like essentially it becomes like a medical file. It has to be
I see.
anonymous. So like they strip all the like actual your information off of it.
except for all of your DNA information.
Yeah, they keep
Yeah.
your DNA information, but they don't know it's
Right.
your
Right.
Your
DNA
information.
particularly.
Yeah, that's fascinating. That like they have our entire genome just stored. I mean, I haven't done it,
Yeah.
so
I
I
haven't
don't
done
have
it
it.
either. I'm scared.
I haven't done it either. I
I'll
want to
probably
do
do it
it.
in a couple years.
I don't give a shit. Here's my data. Like learn
We're just going through this with MoviePass. So MoviePass just came out with a new pricing tier, which is really cool. So it's $10, and you can see any movie you want in most theaters, as long as it's not IMAX or 3D or something.
Yeah.
And so any like regular movie, and it's $10 a month, and you can go to the theater every single day, which is insane because it's more than $10 just to get one ticket.
Yeah.
And the trade-off is that they just partnered or are partnering or something with a company that collects data, and so you're basically signing off that they're able to collect data on you that tells them when you went to the movie, what movie you saw, what you like, what your buying habits are, and they're gonna sell that so that they can make
the money back.
the money back that they would be missing from
It's a Facebook situation.
right.
It's
They're selling
essentially
the data.
it's real life social media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's interesting.
That's fine.
But I'm fine. I'm like, you know what? If you want to, here's my thing about that, okay? If somebody is going to pay money to be able to market better to me the things that I will probably like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm always
same.
the one who like
Same.
we want to track you so we can give you what you want. Just for me, for some reason, I'm like no. I don't. I want to be open to things maybe I wouldn't want to get.
Totally, and I totally get that. I'm
Like,
just
that's
saying,
what the algorithm-
if it takes $10 a month for me to be able to go see any movie
You
I
know what?
want, and they're going to advertise
Right.
movies
I mean,
to me that I
get-
like,
Right, totally.
down.
You know what,
So
Louise?
down.
Wait till
No
you
problem.
get that Spotify premium and you get that Discover Weekly, and they start giving you shit like that's based on whatever algorithm they use is
Yeah.
awesome. Because whatever you're listening throughout the week, even if you're like dabble with other stuff, you're like, I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna listen to this. They go, whatever their thing is, they go, okay, we see what mood he's in. Here's your new playlist for the week, and they give you a fresh playlist every like Monday or Tuesday or whatever of stuff that you might be interested in based on
Wait,
what you've
really?
listened to. It's called Discover Weekly, and it's your personal thing. It's the best. I get so much more new music that way. 'cause
I
it's
struggle
like, oh,
because I
okay.
wasn't sure if I should stick with Apple Music or go Spotify.
Yeah, fuck Apple Music, and I'm
Damn.
an Apple fan.
Throwing down. You're
I'm
an Apple
fan girl. I am obsessed with Apple.
That was your phone.
Don't do that.
I'm debating whether to get a Google.
I'm saying
A
the music,
Pixel?
not the phone.
So I was just looking up for a project that we're working on. We kind of have to look up. Well, you don't even know about this, but you know about the project, but you don't know about what I was doing. So I was doing some
okay.
research to find out what the best camera phone is. Like,
right.
not the phone, but the camera on a smartphone.
I bet it's one of those Androids.
It's the Google. Well, actually, they said it was one of the sites listed it as a Samsung Edge or something.
Right.
But most of them were saying that the Google Pixel XL
Was the
has like
best.
the best. It isn't as customizable as some of the other like the camera itself. You couldn't
Yeah.
change f-stop or like ISO. But they said like as far as image quality is concerned, it's the top of all of them. So like that makes me kind of want to get a Pixel.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
Because I use it for a camera a lot.
Yeah, I'm just sick of Apple shit.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I probably will get the new iPhone.
I'm so looking forward to the 8.
Awesome.
yeah.
It's gonna have facial recognition supposedly. I think that's cool.
Oh yeah, that they kind of that got leaked.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
This
terrifying
is
to me.
Luis
but-
going maybe not.
I don't know. I probably will just
You
get
don't use
it.
the thumbprint
It's so
thing
easy.
already?
I do. I
So
know. I
then
guess
See, they already have your data. They could already
have all
track
my
you.
information.
They already got
They've
it.
asked it for me 4 times. You remember when you have to set it up?
Yeah, and you have to like rub your thumb all over. You know?
They have this thumb, and then I think this finger.
Yeah, I have my finger set up
That's
too.
this one,
so
'cause
can
then I
just
can
Yeah, I
just
have,
do
my,
this.
I have my thumbs and I have these guys.
Your pointer
my
fingers?
Yeah.
Pinchers. My pinchers.
We got a we got an Alexa for the studio.
Yes, we did. I'm so
Luis
excited.
Luis surprised me because I was off for a couple of days.
You were off Thursday and Friday, and I got this thing on Thursday. And I had to wait a whole weekend and 2 days just to show you.
It's so exciting.
I think I can show it off here.
You can show it off here. The people in the audio, if you're listening to the audio, at this point, if you want to go jump over to the YouTube channel.
I was gonna say we could just describe it.
Well, we should have them jump over to the YouTube channel. That way we get some YouTube.
Sure, I
So if you want to
guess.
see what happens, go jump over pause this, go jump over to the YouTube channel and pick up there. And you'll get to kind of see Luis's mastermind. Because
I really hope this works.
Okay.
Because I
okay if
get
it doesn't. It's
I
okay
get
if it
too
doesn't.
excited.
For those who are driving and can't do that while they're listening, it's currently a very bright studio,
Yes.
and
And there's a whole situation happening to my left where there's a studio actually.
that
We're on the other
even
side.
the video people cannot see.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can- we might flip that one day, but that's for another time.
Yeah.
So here we go. Alexa, lights off.
Yeah!
It worked.
Alexa, lights on.
Wow.
Isn't that fucking
Every
awesome?
single time it makes me so happy. It's so cool.
Guys, like we've had this technology. Why isn't anyone using it more often?
I love this so much.
This is the best. And we're gonna put some on-air like lights over there because sometimes people walk down the hallways and then in our office on the other side. So we can say like Alexa, and
Oh, she's listening.
You know
Alexa,
what?
stop listening.
You know what? Somebody
Okay, there
at
we
their
go.
home definitely has Alexa set up for their lights, and you just fuck them up.
We're sorry. If you have that, tweet at us and we'll
Yeah.
apologize.
If anything,
personally.
like everybody who has it, it'll be like, I can't do that right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what happened when I was
Yeah.
home. Like,
But I want to get some of these. They're Wi-Fi enabled plugs.
Yes.
That go between the light and the plug, and you plug it into that thing, and then you plug that thing into the wall, right? And then
they're all in the power strip. Everything.
Yeah,
is
everything's in the power
constantly
strip.
always on, and they're just plugged into this USB little plug. 2 of them.
and so Alexa can control those. Oh, she didn't. She
In
didn't.
here. Okay, good.
Good.
Now we have to be careful with her.
But it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool that we can just do that with our voices.
and in exchange, Alexa's just listening to us all the time and gathering data.
Again.
Like
Give me
all
what
the
I need.
time.
Give me everything I need.
And now we've
find
been
it.
actually behind the scenes. We've been working here. This is actually great. You get to see. We work here on the desk, and there's another desk over that we work on
Yeah.
sometimes. But we've been playing some smooth jazz. That's kind of been our jam this week.
We've asked Alexa.
You can't do
Well,
it.
you know what you got to do is you
Alexa, stop listening. Alexa, stop listening. Alexa, stop listening.
what you've been doing.
No, she's listening again. Alexa, stop listening.
Just stop saying her name.
There we go. Okay.
Just stop saying her name. My
What you've been
God.
doing is you've been getting away with saying Alex.
Oh yeah, I've been saying Alex, and it's fine.
Yeah, because I think it's the that kind of triggers it. But we've been saying to Alex to play some smooth jazz, and that's kind of been our thing.
Yeah, it's been real nice.
Yeah.
It's so cool. You can just play music and like you can ask it dog facts and like
Dog facts.
Oh, they didn't do it. For me, it's like new Alex users.
How we are, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, I got mine like maybe a couple months ago, so
Uh-huh.
I've gone through like, oh, look how neat all. And I'm like, oh, it's a tool. It's like it's there. It's cool.
But see, like if we're here writing or we're here
Uh-huh.
like editing or whatever, and we have questions about things,
Something.
we can just turn and ask, and it'll tell us.
Alexa, when does Thor Ragnarok come out?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Oh,
Oh.
November 19th, 2017. That's amazing. Thank you, Alexa.
It doesn't know yet, but we might be able to enable that.
yeah. There's certain skills, and I was debating whether or not to get this or the Google
This has
Home.
really been an Amazon ad.
yeah, it really has. We should get sponsored.
I was debating between
Amazon, we're here for you.
between Google Home and this one,
Give
and
me
I
some
just
free
linked on this one.
Prime.
Yeah.
The Alex has been good to us so far. We
Thank
just
you,
got the little
Alex.
dot, and it's fine.
The dot's fine. $50.
That's really good.
That's really good. You got questions?
Yeah, we got questions. Okay, if you could relive a day in your life, Kush asked, if you could relive a day in your life the same way, step by step, which day would it be? That's a hard one. I'm going to go for the novelty and not like a great day, because I feel like if I relived a great day, it wouldn't be as exciting because I would know what was happening.
Right.
Right?
So something
It has to be step by step. So it needs to be something that I would be able to analyze maybe, or like just something that I wouldn't be able to experience again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no possible way for me to experience it again. So, there's a couple. Here's the thing: are we experiencing the same things that we felt the first time? Because if we are, then there's things that I would like. I would love to experience the wonder of. Well, you just did this. The wonder of reading Harry Potter again.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to have that feeling again, because when I read it, I was
It's
like,
a day,
"This
though.
is me."
It's a day.
I read it in a day.
Damn.
The
Okay.
fourth one I read in a day, I guess. I didn't read the first one in a day.
These questions make me sad because I feel like I have a bad memory. Every time they're like, when was the
See,
best thing?
here-
When was the
here's
best
the
that? I'm
thing,
like, shit, I got to write a journal
It's
now.
tainted for me too, because I have days where I'm like, this was a really good day, but like the people that happened with are not in my life anymore,
Right.
because they've become exes and things
Right.
like that, or like whatever. So it's like a tainted memory in the sense of like, I remember that day was a really good day, but it's also like, oh, but it's a bummer because that relationship didn't work out, or this thing didn't happen, or like, you know what I mean? So it's like a weird thing to be like, but I guess that's mature, I guess, because I could reflect on the day being good without it being like, oh yeah, but that
Tied
part's
to the
sad.
person.
But like, I don't want to go back to that day because I don't want to tie back to that person. Does that make
Right.
sense?
I think it'd be, and this may be like really fucking weird, but I think it might be interesting to relive my birth.
Whoa.
Nah.
Wait, like have conscious of it?
Yeah.
There's a reason we don't remember that.
Nah,
think.
I want to know. I want to know.
How painful
what
do you think it is to
being
cut that umbilical cord off?
I don't know if it's painful.
Do
Are
you
there
really
nerves?
want to feel squished like through a tube, or were you C-sectioned?
I was C-sectioned.
Okay, so you really want to feel someone pulling at your fresh neck?
Here's
Oh,
the
is
thing.
that what
But
happens?
here's the thing: is like I
It
would
gets
rather.
cut open and they pull you out by
I
your
would
neck.
rather have a day where I experience a sensation, even if it's not exactly pleasant. Experience a sensation I could never have,
Uh-huh.
and especially something that's like that has that much gravitas. Then experience something that was just happy and good, because then it's like, okay, well, but you're gonna have. I like it would need to be something that was incredibly like it was one time that it happened, and I would never be able to experience it again. And that seems like that's the
best,
one,
yeah.
that's one thing where I'm like, I have no idea what
it's-
that would even be like.
It's also hard because everyone's memories are faulty. So a day that you remember,
Right.
like you look back on it, you're like, man, that was a good day.
Yeah.
But then like maybe you actually go back through it step by step, and there were like little moments that you purposely forgot. They were like, oh, this part wasn't that great, and this
Yeah.
part wasn't that great. It was just this one moment that was really nice.
That's why I think it's important to choose something that's an experience rather than something that's good, because it doesn't need to be, for me, it doesn't need to be good. It just needs to be interesting,
Right.
you know?
Interesting. I mean, I remember my graduation for high school was pretty epic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But that's such a boring thing because that's so personal and subjective that no one can be like, yeah, it's awesome. I remember
that's
your
fine,
graduation.
But it's personal.
But it's personal,
It's
you
your
know? I
day,
think it
it's
was
But
a
if
very
you
mixed
experience that
feeling.
again, do you think now,
Yeah.
do you think you'd feel as happy? Like graduating college was really cool for me.
Yeah.
But-
would you want to do that again?
Not really.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't give
I'm
a
good.
fuck
I'm
now.
over. It's like you're over it. You've done it.
I don't know the answer to this question. I need to fix my life because I don't remember anything.
Maybe here's one that's like kind of whatever. The day I proposed.
Oh,
That would be a day I
That's a
could
good one.
relive.
That's nice.
But but it's like again, like I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So the beauty of that moment is that it's so organic that you don't know. Well, I mean, I knew that she was gonna say yes, but it's like it was that it was happening and that it was like nerve wracking
Yeah.
and just it was a big moment. But now, I don't know. I don't know if it would feel. I don't know if reliving it would give me the same feelings as I had the first time.
But if it erased your feelings, so you had to go through it again to remember it, that's adding a new rule to it.
Right.
What is happening?
Or is
What
it-
is this? 11/22/63? Like you have to
You genuinely do relive the day.
Like you don't have like
You're not being
information
guided.
from you don't have information from like the first 20 times.
Well,
Be
see,
like,
but that breaks the rules of this question.
Yeah.
Which would
Just relive.
relive a day in your life the same way, step by step?
Hmm.
So I think being born, it's real weird. It'd be real
What
weird.
if it was like a real struggle?
That's fine. I just want to know what it's
that could
like.
be, like there's like were you like hours long? Did you know like did you like pop out real quick or were you like
I
in
was
labor?
C-section, so they just pulled me out.
That could have been hours though. She could have been in labor for hours.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And that still counts as the day you were born.
Yeah, but see, here's the
Or
thing.
does it count
For
from the
me,
moment you were born?
I
Does
was
your
not-
day start?
But I was not in labor. I was inside there going, "What the fuck is happening?"
It's still got to be stressful.
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
being like in a. Have you ever seen Enter
You're going
the
from a
Void?
liquid environment where you're not breathing anything but goo.
See, that's so fucking crazy to me.
air.
It's like the Matrix, but the have you ever seen Enter the Void?
No.
No.
Okay, don't go watch Enter the Void because the movie is batshit fucking crazy. But the opening sequence is really cool. First of all, it's Gaspar Noé. I don't know how you pronounce his name. I think he's a French director. But the movie is absolutely insane, and it follows somebody who takes. I'm not spoiling anything because it's literally in the first like 10 minutes of the movie. He takes DMT. And then he like experiences these like fractals and he's all trippy and he's experiencing all this crazy shit. And then he goes into a place called the Void. He literally enters the Void, which is a bar. And he gets raided by the police because he has drugs. And he hides himself in the bathroom and gets shot through the bathroom door. And it's all first person. So you're seeing it all through his eyes and you see the blinks.
Yeah.
Him blinking in the very beginning.
Oh yeah, I remember DJ being pissed off about
Yeah,
that.
he hated
Yeah,
that. But here's the
I'm
reason why
like- I'm
here's the
like-
reason why they did that though is because he dies in the first like 10 minutes
Uh-huh.
and then his consciousness moves outside of his body and like visits all these different times in time and space.
Now you're making me
all these
aware of
places
my
in time and
blinks.
space. Ooh. Where's that coming from?
I don't know. It's not my phone, is it? It could be. I know. You know, last time I put it on airplane mode.
No, last message I got was
Not
3
my
Let us
phone.
know.
minutes
Let us
ago.
know down in the comments down below.
Where's
What do you
that
think
coming
that- where's
from?
that
Is that a
coming from?
ghost? Is that Gaspar Noé's ghost just coming after us from out of the void? But yeah, then he like goes. He basically the reason why they do the blinks is to separate when he's living from
Right.
when he's dead and
Oh,
his
okay.
consciousness is flowing through. But there's a part where like they go inside of an egg that's being fertilized by a sperm, and then it becomes a child, and then you watch the child being born from first person perspective, and it's insane. It's the craziest. It's such a crazy movie. It's so nuts, but it's fascinating because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't see a movie like that. You know
I'm sorry to interrupt. I know what day.
what day?
I think it would be because I've always wanted it. I think it was the time I had a surprise birthday party.
But you wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'd go in because I was in Virginia at the time.
Okay.
And it was like this festival that was happening, and I had no idea what was happening. And I've always wanted one. And I think just having that experience, because I was surrounded by great people,
It's like knowing
it was
that you're
super.
gonna be surprised. You're like, all these people are like gonna be there
Yeah.
with me. Like that's really
Yeah, but
exciting.
I didn't know that it was gonna happen. I just walked in like, all right, we're gonna go and play some poker or whatever. And then I walk in, this party happens full of
Right.
people that I love. And I remember that day. Well, who knows if I revisit it? But I remember that day, like nothing bad ever happening. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so it was just like the height of like, I don't know, happiness.
My 13th birthday, we had a party in the garage, and all I wanted was a personal cake. like
Uh-huh.
a cake that was just for me, but it was one of those small ones because I saw it at like some
Yeah.
bakery, and I was like, I want that for my birthday. And so my parents bought me this personal cake, and then I proceeded to slam my face in it, and it was such an awesome day because I just got to slam my face in a cake, which I never imagined I'd ever get to do. But I was just like, fuck it, and I just and nobody was expecting it because I hadn't told anybody I was gonna do it. I just decided like, hey, I want to slam my face.
Yeah.
in that. It's my cake. I get to do whatever I want.
My like instincts, like I could hear my mom screaming at, like, if I dared to waste food by putting my face in a cake.
You know,
It was so fulfilling.
I just heard the screaming of like, "Go!" like oh, I'm like, how they bought you the food for your birthday and then you didn't eat the food and you just put like that. That's where my brain went.
the Mexican like culture that or whatever, like where I come from, because my parents, they would shove your face into the cake.
No
That's the
way!
thing.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, they'd
going-
be like, "Happy birthday" too, and then they just shove it down.
Were the candles on fire?
No, but
okay.
like the thing is like
That'd
some
be
kids would be
crazy.
like, "This is great, I love it," and then some kids
Would
get
cry.
off and cry and be upset.
I
and it
remember
was like
going
the
to birthday
weirdest
parties like that,
Yeah,
and like
You just gotta
always see-
embrace it and just eat the cake while you're down there.
yeah,
Well, I
just
think
finish it up.
It's all of a sudden like losing the trust of your parents in that moment.
You know what reminds me of that moment.
And you just like choke up this thing. It's like
That was
drowning
worth going and
underwater.
watching the video podcast on its own.
It was like like water shoving up your nose,
Yeah.
and you're just like taken aback. Yeah, it's like
That
you lose the trust of your parents
Yeah.
and all this feeling. Yeah.
That reminds me of that moment in Dark Knight where he has the pencil on the table,
Oh yeah.
and then he slams the guy's face down on the table, and the pencil disappears. Oh, it's so
I
good.
always knew there was always the kid who would like take a scoop of the thing and like hit somebody's.
Oh yeah,
like-
Yeah.
And even that, I guess I'm not a cake face person. I would have been real mad, but no.
You're
one
not one of
ever-
those cake faces.
No, I think I was a mix of like my mom would have been like, "Why? I paid
Why are you
money for that
wasting?
cake.
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah.
you waste the cake?" But also like it's messy.
It is messy.
And I have long hair, so it's like
Yeah.
a
I don't
pain in
do
the
it
ass.
anymore.
I was 13 at the time. I didn't know what I was doing with my life.
Yeah,
We're a bunch of little babies.
Wait, I have another surprise for you. I have a surprise for you.
Uh-oh, do I want to
It's
relive
not. I mean,
this
it's not
day?
like a great surprise. So I've been having to do like a ton of planning and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I for my wedding, and I wanted to see if you want to be my best man.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Seriously.
Dude, that's fucking okay. Yeah, of course. Oh my god, dude. That's yeah. Of
Okay,
course I
cool.
will be. Holy shit. This looks
I was like-
real for you too.
I was like gonna do it today, and I was like, oh, I should just wait and do it on the podcast.
Dude, that's so fucking
Oh, that's so sweet.
We're hugging out.
I'm gonna hug
Wait,
it
wait.
out.
Let me get out of the way.
Oh my god. Get out of my way, Sharon. Dude, fuck
Oh, I'm so excited.
yeah. Dude, that's fucking okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get
We're planning.
let's
Oh shit! That means Luis gets to plan the
That means
bachelor
it's time
party.
to plan the bachelor party, baby
Party.
boys.
Oh my god! Please let me go.
You should go.
I want to go.
Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with it.
Please,
Anybody wants to come.
Please let me go to the bachelor
Because here's the thing: it's like I don't drink and I don't
No,
like
yeah, no,
parties.
no.
So like my
Oh,
bachelor
man,
party's
never
gonna be
mind.
so
It's
no.
fucking board games.
No, it is no. As the best man, it will not be boring.
Yeah, no.
We don't need that to make it exciting.
Here's the thing, and I'm totally fine if everybody else does. Just I don't do it, so we can go wherever the fuck we want to go,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
whatever we
yeah.
want to do, and have whoever we want to have there. But it's just like I'm totally down to do whatever.
Luis, Jumbo's clown room.
No, we're not doing jumbo.
No.
If they don't get naked,
I mean, they don't. But
and I'll
that's
know
not,
people, I'll know
I-
that like they're my instructors, so
gotta-
that's fine.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, that's
Sorry
so
to spring
exciting.
that on you.
Yeah. No. That's awesome. All right. Fuck yeah.
We're doing it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Do you want to relive this day now?
Yeah. Damn. I don't even know how. All right. That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So now I have to put together all the rest of my, because like I literally have just been making lists of like how I'm gonna, because we can only bring less than 100 people to the wedding, and so it's like I have to figure out how I'm getting all of my family
Yeah.
and all of like the people that are my friends, because everybody has a +1. That's what's like really difficult. Is like, and between, so really this is the crazy part. So really it's 50 people, right?
Right.
Because +1, and then you split it between Hannah and I. That's 25 people a person.
I probably won't have a +1 because I'm alone.
What? You got to bring a +1.
No, odds are I probably won't
coming.
be.
Okay.
I'm going.
You just bring a friend.
Here's the thing. I also assumed I was invited.
You are invited.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I'm like, if
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not invited, this is gonna be real
Absolutely.
awkward.
Yeah.
No,
But-
you're
You're
absolutely
gonna be my best man. You're not invited. It's like the two opposite spectrums.
Yeah.
Of the thing. Yeah.
But like, you know, like especially if that's gonna like help you guys bring another family member or whatever. Like, I don't want to bring anybody.
We'll
It's
talk.
Fine.
I want you to be able to bring somebody if you want to bring somebody. So I'm
Dude,
not.
like sincerely though, like right now, like if it's down to like you want to also bring like other people you give a shit about, I'm not gonna bring some rando.
And
Yeah.
you'll know people that are there. So worst comes to worst, you'll have
yeah,
friends.
like nah, it's fine.
But we'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's in March. It's March 11th. So yeah, it's coming up. It's not that far
First
away.
responsibility, putting it in the calendar.
Oh yeah, what date is it?
March 11th.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
And
Oh,
you-
yes, it is.
March
It's that
11th. Oh yeah, I actually already have it on here.
day. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, spelled
And
with,
then
spelled
Je-
with an S. Yeah.
You're on it. Jeffrey's getting married, which is
Yes.
exciting.
No, I was gonna show the audience a picture
Jeffrey's
of
our
Jeffrey, but
coworker.
we'll keep him a mystery.
Jeffrey's gonna come and be on the show.
Is he?
He has to.
Okay,
yes,
good.
he wants to.
He does?
He told me
Good.
he told me he would.
Okay,
Not
good.
that he necessarily like he wasn't like I want to be on the. He was like, I was like, do you want to be on the show sometime? And he was
Uh-huh.
like, oh yeah, like I would like that'd be awesome. You know,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
love to. So so I
gotta
really
get-
want to have him on though because
We got to get him to gossip about his old jobs.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he'll do that.
I know
probably.
he won't. He
He's
probably
very good
will.
at
Especially
Yeah.
because now we're on video, so now like his
He
face is
probably
tied to it.
won't.
But
But he has some stories.
oh yeah, he has some stories. Maybe he can talk anonymously if he doesn't. Well, I don't know. That's difficult. I always am like wary of doing that because it's like you never know who's gonna be. In fact,
Yeah.
there was that thing that you pulled up today. The thing about the guy who ghosted that girl.
Oh yeah. Earlier today, there's a blog I follow called Ask a Manager, which is just really interesting. Like people asking like office, social questions, essentially like what makes because like office behavior. Like there's a different type of like
It's like
rules.
Amish offices. Is that
Yeah.
what that is?
Like there's different rules and
ever
like
had those?
different protocols, different things where you don't want to upset somebody or whatever, like just to like get work done. And in this particular story, I guess we'll link to it in the
Yeah,
description.
we can link to it.
Damn,
Well,
we linking so much.
you're gonna have to, Louise. You're gonna have more.
I'm down.
But essentially, this guy, like over a decade ago, ghosted his girlfriend. And by girlfriend, I mean a relationship of 3
3
years
years.
living together. Not like you were dating for a little bit and then you stopped talking. And ghosted, like he left the apartment, moved all his stuff out, was gone. No note, no nothing.
That's first of all fucked up.
Real
Yeah,
fucked
super
up.
fucked up.
And then like in the letter to the Ask a Manager mentions it's like, yeah, she kind of became obsessed with like talking to my family and friends, trying to like find out where I was. Well, yeah, that's what
if you
happens
leave somebody after 3
when you
look,
like
if it was like
disappear.
if it was like a month or 2 months, like it's still kind of a shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
But like
you live
okay.
together, you pay bills. She was probably trying to get rent money. Like
yeah,
you don't.
seriously, you don't fucking do that.
Yeah. You
don't
Not-
do that.
Not 3 years.
Okay,
yeah.
so fast forward over a decade later, this guy is working. He's an international teacher. He's doing his thing, teaching math.
Apparently loves his job.
Loves his job, loves his life, doing his thing, and apparently there's a new principal, and it's his ex that he ghosted.
It's a twist.
What a
And so
twist.
he asked the law, like, what do I do? Like he acknowledged that his behavior was shitty, sorta, but mostly he was like, that was bad.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my job or my livelihood, but obviously
his
this
boss-
is really awkward because I have to report to this woman that you did this to, and that was like the whole. And you're like, karma, but also like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah, and the answer was just like,
The answer was you fucked up.
it was essentially like,
Yeah.
you messed up. You should probably talk to her before the school year
Yeah.
starts.
And
And
let her
like
know, yeah.
acknowledge that like, A, you fucked up. A, you work at 2, you work there. And just kind of, and don't assume what her feelings are essentially on it. Like,
yeah,
don't
don't be like,
assume,
I don't know if you're gonna be able to handle it.
Yeah,
kind of
like
thing.
don't
Yeah.
even do that because she might be like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Even
You're
though
an
that's-
asshole, but
Even though that might, for me personally, fuck you. But like, she might be like, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah, she might be like, we can figure like, she might be able to separate the personal from the
Right.
business,
Yeah, but I mean, if
which
you
would take a lot.
Yeah, but if you make the assumption of like, you don't think I could handle it, I'm your fucking boss. Like, you also don't want to talk to your boss like that. Like, yeah.
So that was really awkward.
That is so epic.
It's
3
really-
years, a decade since you've seen each other. Like that.
You just
You ghost
you just
someone like that?
fucking ghosted. How?
I think that needs to be another word because that's more than ghosted.
I mean, that's almost the exact right word because you pretty much died.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something more epic than that. That is the word.
Phantomed or
I don't know.
Because ghosting, I always take it as like
No,
a
totally.
lighthearted, like where you're like,
Yeah.
you're just getting to know some people, and then like the friendship, even then, just it's like, it's almost like you ghost someone who's not worth having the conversation with because it's not that, doesn't feel like it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Even though it's still shitty. It's still shitty. Don't ghost people. But like,
we should do a show called Extreme Ghosting.
oh, it's extreme ghosting.
Yeah.
Yes, it's extreme ghosting.
And you just take a person and you just cut them off from everybody that they
Yeah.
know. So basically, you're kidnapping a person.
Oh no, never mind. I'm out. Although I've also
I'm a
liked
grandparent to like 3 people. Yeah.
no,
I'm a-
take them.
Oh, I also like the new term I've recently learned, maybe within like the last year, is haunting.
What's that?
Which is haunting is when an ex of yours or someone who ghosted you kind of still pops up on your social media a little bit, like they like something of yours.
Oh.
And you're like, but why though? Like it's just someone who like you kind of stopped having contact with, usually like a dating situation. But every once in a while they just pop in your social media just to kind of be like, my presence is here. And then they're gone again.
Damn.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
It's like when you look at like your Instagram story and you're not following the person anymore, but you see their name that they saw it. You know?
Yeah.
Or they heart something where you're like, why
Why are you
still and you're not friends. Like you're not clearly
Right.
not actually friends anymore. Like you're like it's called the haunting.
the haunting?
That's scary.
Part of
But
the
'cause people do
Conjuring
that.
universe.
People do that.
Yeah.
So you had something you wanted to share.
Oh yeah, the creepy. So,
yeah.
Whitney, we
Our
miss
friend
you.
Whitney.
She,
Whitney's got to come on at some point. She was going to come on and then she had to reschedule.
Yeah, no. I mean, it makes sense. She's a busy person.
She's so well. Also, she records her own show on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay.
So it was back when we were recording on Wednesdays.
Right.
And then she actually got. I think she got booked for some sort of shoot or show or something.
Yeah.
And she was like, I can't make
Oh,
it. And
why
we're
is
like,
the
we have to.
internet weren't working?
But I still have her. Remember that robe that they used for the what sketch was that? Or no, it was the fight, the thing where Bree and
Yes.
Whitney fought.
Yeah.
So I found that in the prop closet when we were cleaning out all the SourceFed stuff and getting rid of everything. And I texted her and was like, "Hey, are you okay if we like put this in the pile of stuff to sell or like to give away to fans, or do you want me to keep it?" And she was like, "Oh, I would really love to keep that."
Yeah.
I
So
still
you have
have
it. So now we got to
We
now
gotta get
that
her
we have
on.
the channel. We can
Right.
have the ceremony of the robe giving
We
back.
can have the robe passing
Look at
ceremony.
that, guys. Look at what
Did you find it?
Yes.
we made this podcast all just so we can give Whitney back her robe.
Whitney, this podcast is for you.
This is for you.
So she retweeted from this account called Sexts from the Void.
It's a Twitter account, right?
It's a Twitter
Yeah.
account. They're all really old, but like they just tickled me as I was reading because they're real creepy but awesome. The one, this is the one I told Spencer earlier, was like, I don't know where your tongue begins, but I like where it's ending. Like shit like that. Isn't that creepy as fuck?
It's so creepy. Read that the one about the hands below the belt.
Oh,
that one's creepy
that's
too.
the one she retweeted
retweeted?
herself, which I don't know where it is in the like
Oh, in the list of
in
stuff.
the list of
I wonder if I can find
everything.
it.
Boop 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 boo doo doo doo.
But yeah, they're just like super creepy. They're like they start out being normally like sexual, and
Yeah.
then they
This one's
quickly
still my-
devolve into
This
madness.
one's still my favorite. 2 in the pink, 1 suddenly missing.
Guys, I heard this story about. I'm not sure if it's an urban myth or not, but someone was set the story up where, okay, first off, that there was this sort of like camp that had seizure people,
Okay, like epileptic camp.
and this couple was having sex, and this person had a seizure, and all your muscles just constrict, and so
Yeah.
things got real tight real fast in that situation.
Oh no!
Yeah, and then they had to bring in like the ambulance to like get it out.
Get it out.
Separated.
What do you guys think? Do you think that's a fake story or a true story?
Well-
Let us know in the comments down below.
There were those green porno.
I think it's partially true, but
Yeah.
also seizures don't last forever.
That's true.
It's
So it might have
probably
been.
like within the moment. And it's probably really scary.
That is very scary.
Because like
Yeah.
seizures aren't fun.
No.
Do you remember that series that you were showing us, Green Porno?
Yes.
Okay, so if you haven't seen Green Porno, it's a Sundance TV series where do you know what her name is?
I
don't
forget.
remember what
She's
her
in a
name
lot
is.
of David Lynch movies.
Right.
Yeah.
And she does. She basically explains to you how animals in the wild, or how animals in the wild have weird sex. So like the reproduction of animals that is not very normal. And one of them is bees. And I watched the bees one, and at the very end, like the male has sex with the female, but then when he detaches from the female, his penis comes off and he bleeds to death. That's the end of his life.
Damn.
I mean, if you're gonna die, I guess.
I guess that's the way to go.
I mean, like what you call it? Doesn't
But that's still crazy.
Was it the praying mantis? Doesn't the female she like
Yeah,
eats
she
him?
Right.
eats him or something.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess if you're gonna pick one, and the slugs, the stabbing.
Yeah, but those are like
Yes.
love darts. Those are
Those are little love bites.
those are just
Like,
little love bites.
No,
Okay, here's the other one.
It's more of a.
shanking of the
Here
body.
you go. Is the
Wait.
Whitneys.
Oh yeah, you touch my hand, and every dog within 100 miles starts to whimper. They know what you are.
Why? What does that mean?
It's just
I don't like
so fucking
these.
creepy. Your hands explore my body, but when they venture below my belt, they become trapped in the ice and do not return.
My God, where your ass come? I need dragon glass.
Oh God. Yeah.
Spencer, I'm
it's
so
a-
sad that you're not watching Game of Thrones.
God,
There's a
I
lot of stuff
know.
happening.
I want to
But
watch.
you know what?
Game
You
of
said
Thrones
you're going to
so-
watch it for the next season.
I want to try and watch it for the next season.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
started it yet, but I need to, because
I truly do.
oh God, I want to watch it so
Yeah.
bad. I also have to watch that anime you're telling me about.
Yes, that's
you
like
got to watch
the
a lot of stuff.
I have so much stuff to
I
watch.
mean,
I haven't
guys-
watched Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have lunch breaks in here, and we have a TV.
That's true. We could watch it in here.
Sometimes I have, like, if I'm just sick for a really long time before I get, like, injured, I'll just, like, be able to binge so many shows. I have this idea for a short. I'm going to spill it out for you guys
Okay.
right now. Maybe we'll see what happens. Basically, this couple, something happens. They're lovely. They're happy together. They've been wanting to see this show, but they don't have time. And so as days go by, they get sick. Something happens. They get hospitalized, and they have to stay in-house for a month, 2 months, whatever. And during that time, they get to watch all the shows that they've been missing out, you
Right.
know, on Netflix, on Hulu, and they finally get to catch up. And, maybe they start becoming, TV enthusiasts, bloggers, or whatever. Who knows? Later, as the months go on, she begins to learn or finds out that the boyfriend got them sick or injured on purpose.
no.
So that they could binge watch all these TV shows.
So it's like
That's-
Passengers, but like
That's so
Not in
fucked
space.
up.
I guess so, yeah. And so but because wouldn't that be funny? Like a little 5-minute short,
That'd
just
be
getting
hilarious.
quick,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
And
don't
you get
know.
it, and then you get out after.
Yeah,
she's
it's
like-
just a joke. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's a
All
joke.
it is it's a joke.
punchline.
It's a punchline.
But that's
you
what
know?
that's the best. Honestly, like if you're gonna do a comedy short, the best way to do it is build it around one joke and make it 5 minutes. It's one joke.
Right, one joke.
It's one joke and you're out.
3 to 5, like not even that long.
Yeah.
Like we build it up, like oh this is sweet, oh it's so bad, now they're bonding, and then boom, sucker punch.
Yeah.
I did this on purpose so that
Yeah.
we could, so I could catch up on Daredevil. And it's like fuck you.
It's so fucked up.
Because it's like Netflix every day. It's like you got 30 new shows
Right.
and 10 movies. I'm like, God damn it!
I know. There's so much I need to watch. I feel like I just am so behind, and I just keep watching Bob's Burgers.
You can't.
Every chance I have, like half an hour.
because you could turn your brain off when you're watching it.
Right. Well, that's the thing is like the same reason I play Overwatch when I go home, and I have so many games, but I just keep
Yeah.
playing Overwatch is because it's really easy just to play it for 10 minutes and be done.
Mm-hmm.
And also I don't have I have Uncharted that I need to play. I have Batman that I need to play.
yeah.
I have like so many fucking cool games that I want to be able to play, and I just keep going back to Overwatch because it's easy and I don't have to with Uncharted I have to really think. I mean, it's not like crazy thinking, but it takes like problem solving and like skill, and you have to like Far Cry was one of those ones where I played it for about 5 hours and then I was like, man, I really have to work hard to get past this level, and then if I don't get past that level then I have to start over.
Yeah. I'm the same with Horizon. I haven't finished it.
Yeah, and it's like I just
don't
feel,
have
I'm the
time.
same way. Yeah, Horizon.
Yeah.
I fucking love Horizon.
It's beautiful.
But-
But right now, like if I go and jump back into it, it's essentially like relearning the game because I don't
Yeah.
remember all the mechanics of
right,
everything.
and also it's like I feel like I feel like I have to be emotionally invested, and I have no more emotion to invest in anything right now. Where Overwatch, I can just jump in and play and
Yeah.
jump out. But I've been maining Tracer lately, so I'm really excited because I learned her, and now I'm like working really hard with her. so.
Symmetra.
Yeah, you're maining Symmetra, and Symmetra's awesome right now. I don't know what did they add stuff to her?
They she
gave her
became
3 more
awesome
things, right?
once they gave her 3 more
Yeah.
turrets and the shield
Turrets.
generator.
What are turrets?
She's crazy.
She has these little Apple-looking like laser devices that she could put anywhere, and then when the enemies show up, she like burns them. to
yeah,
death.
they burn. They like automatically burn the people
cool.
that are within a vicinity.
She's dope. She's also an autistic character.
Oh yeah, she's autistic. That's right, which is cool.
She doesn't know she's the bad guy, which is unfortunate.
Oh,
kinda
that's the
sad.
backstory. Yep.
Because like the corporation she works for kind of like took her in off the streets and like taught her and realized like how good she was at like forming shapes and stuff like that. Because she could focus on that, but she's not good with like people and emotions and things like that. So for her, like her whole deal is like logic makes sense, order makes sense, making beautiful things in geometry makes sense.
That makes
But
sense.
like emotions and people, she doesn't get it. So like, but the company she works for essentially goes to like rundown neighborhoods and like takes them over and essentially gentrifies and like, but they like kill people and all that stuff. But she doesn't know that.
Yeah.
She's just like, oh, look at this like bad neighborhood and we're gonna make it a good neighborhood, and she doesn't get it.
Damn.
But she's starting to
Interesting.
apparently in the comics she's starting to figure it out, which is good. She's cool. I like her.
We have a question from artist Madam, artist Matt,
Artist Madam.
Matt M, Matt M,
Matt M.
artist Matt.
Damn, I haven't been on the Slack for a
M.
while. I don't know who that is.
When was this? This was August 1st, so it's been a little bit.
It's been a bit.
Um,
I'm sorry, everyone at Slack.
Yeah, you
I've
gotta
been
update that
slacking.
link.
I don't think
The link's been updated.
I don't think artist. Yeah, the link is updated now. I don't think artist is a person who posts a whole bunch. I haven't seen his name around.
Let me see
as
that.
much
Thumb.
as-
Let me see his face or his avatar.
Do you know how that is?
Oh no.
So
Okay.
Matthew
I'm sorry.
Morey.
Forgive me, Matthew Morey.
Matthew Morey.
Are these one of those name changers?
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Matthew's the one that I met at Darren's concert. He was in line with us and he's opening.
Okay,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure that's Matthew. Matthew,
Okay.
I'm sorry if that is you. I think I recognize your face in this profile picture. If that isn't you, maybe I'll meet you at one of Darren's
Maybe-
other concerts.
Yeah. Come on over.
Anyway, he said, and we've kind of touched on this before, but it's nice to like go back and talk about things, especially given what we're doing now. Since I know you guys have a regular job and also passion projects or secondary sources of income, how do you grow and promote your projects, comics, freelance services, and yourself, resume, skill sets? So you kind of answered this a little bit on the Slack, which if you're not on the Slack, go get on the Slack.
Get on the
trying-
goddamn Slack.
I'm honestly trying to remember my answer because I was like, I answered
You
this.
just said be active on social media and post.
Okay, yeah,
work
that's what I was
frequently.
gonna say. I was
Yeah.
just like, just post. Like that was my first thought. I was like, just post a lot.
Wait, this is about promoting yourself?
I think he's asking like, how do you grow your projects and how do you promote them, and then also how do you grow and promote yourself? Like, what do you do to, just like how do you grow and promote yourself while having a regular job? I guess.
Right. I mean, for me, it's a little bit different because at this point, I'm working on a project that's been on my plate for about a year and a half that hasn't been like I haven't been able to finish. Just because it's been back and forth in notes. And luckily, it's going to be done hopefully by November. So thank God I
wow.
can put it to rest.
Yeah.
And it's been hours and hours of work. And it's just like, it's tough because no one's really going to see it. It's for just kind of a private client. And anyway, but I'm at a place right now where I'm not trying to push too many things, where I think, like I said, with Matt Lieberman, what I want to do is just kind of get into like doing more improv stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm just building that, and that's going to take like a year or two.
Yeah.
And I think just having fun with that and just really enjoying that and, really focusing on this job.
Yeah.
And I feel pretty good here. Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that
We're
we can
doing
do.
some fucking cool
There's
stuff.
some fucking cool stuff, and we just got started, and there's so much opportunity and new things that are about to happen,
Yeah.
I feel. And
Yeah.
things that, like, we can set, like, that we can be the trendsetters for
Yeah.
some of these new mediums,
Well, yeah, we were talking about Snapchat and how like really there aren't that many shows on
No.
Snapchat, and we are we're potentially going to be working on, because we did Shark Week, and potentially going to be working on more shows on that platform, and so it's going to be really interesting because we have so many different because Group 9 has so many different companies that we oversee, and the studio side is producing their own original stuff.
Right.
doing things like Shark Week, where we partner with a different company and produce stuff for them, or we have some original stuff that is being developed, you know? So, like, there's the possibility that we're going to be able to really be pioneers of this medium, which is interesting.
And it is a huge. I know not many people know Group 9 because it's not a front-facing name, but it's huge in digital media. So they have the money, they have the pool, the influence, the views to kind of put their hands in any digital media platform and any digital media platform that comes up.
Yeah,
in the next 6 months.
Anything that arises, like, you know, if there's another OTT that pops up, another basically like a paid platform like Netflix or Hulu or any of those, like, we have enough pull to be able to go and pitch to them, like, hey, we have shows, we have people, we have the ability to create.
Like, it was launched a couple of weeks ago, and this is an okay example, but like Facebook now has, like, they're starting to sell shows for Facebook Watch. But even something even more out of left field could pop
innovative
up. That could come, and we could be we've set the trend for Snapchat, for Facebook Watch. Now let's help you out
moving
too.
forward.
So for me, it's kind of like really diving into this company and then kind of going to the side and just having fun for my own stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Like, not really promoting or pushing anything. It's just like, I enjoy doing that, and I'm going to do that. You know? Until maybe in a couple years or a couple months, it'll change into something else. But for now, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I know pre like YouTube and all that stuff, like when I had my Candy webcomic, to like get that off the ground, because mind you, I want to say it took 3 years from like the beginning of the comic before like it started really gaining like a true audience. But
3 years.
Yeah.
3, just for anybody who's starting out making stuff.
Yeah.
Just take that to heart, that it took you, who's somebody who's incredibly talented.
Yeah, and this comic was like 12 years old when I stopped. But like it took 3 years in the beginning to like, this is me being a nobody. This is pre-Twitter, pre any of that. Just like just having a website going, I have a comic. How do I do this? But like at the time, like I would look for like, there used to be like webcomic groups, you know, so you'd go there, you'd talk in forums, you'd be a fan of other people's webcomics. I'd go into their forums, and like if you're and be a fan, you don't go in there and spam them, like, because that won't work. But you become an audience member of these other things where you're in their forums, you're talking, you would have your little banner as you're talking. You're not talking about your comic, but you're talking about this thing. I used to draw so much fan art. This is the thing I miss. I miss drawing fan art. I still like, I have that in me, like now, like, cause I'll see a show and I'm like, God, I just want, like, I've been wanting to draw Danny on like the dragon.
Oh, yes.
Like, she was wearing that white coat and I was just like, I want to draw it. I just don't have the time to do it now. But when it's like Tumblr, like the Tumblr community is weird, but art wise, it's still flourishing. There's hashtags. Like, if you want people, like, at least art-wise speaking, if you want people to see your original stuff and they don't know you, you kind of have to, like, on the side, draw other things that people know. So I always draw, like, artist-wise, draw fan art of the things you like. If you feel like, I assume most people like things and they, like, feel inspired. And I'm like, oh, even if it's a doodle, it's not anything. You could do this on Twitter, you could do this on Instagram, you could do, like, have that on there. Hashtag what it is. And people who also like it will end up looking through the hashtags.
And maybe even the people who are doing it, because as weird as it seems that, like, as inaccessible as sometimes it feels like people on the internet are, because it's over the internet and you feel like you don't actually see them, like, there are people, we check all of our mentions. Every time somebody mentions at We Stay Late or at me or at you, like, we pretty much look at them.
If somebody, like, drew, like, when they drew fan art of us, I, like, immediately reblogged it because I was just like, oh, that's cool.
Right.
So, like, it's a way to like get like you just expose people that way, like, and so like when Get Out came out, I made fan art and sent it to Jordan Poole. He didn't retweet it. He was retweeting a lot of fan art.
Peele?
He didn't retweet mine, which is fine. But I still sent it to him, and I was just like, oh sweet, like no matter what, he might have seen it. I don't know, but like that's cool,
right?
Like I got a tweet back from Brian Lee O'Malley recently, and that was real exciting.
Oh, that's awesome!
That is awesome. It was just he was talking because the anniversary of the books came out last week, and he was on Twitter talking about it, and I replied saying, I remember when I pre-ordered issue 3 from your live journal to be like, that's how long ago it was. And he replied saying like, did I ship it to you? And I was like, yeah. And I took a picture of like the issue because he drew in it. Because if you pre-ordered it, he would draw your favorite character.
Yeah.
So I was like,
What?
I had this
That's
book
so
with
cool.
knives in it.
Damn.
And I was just like, yeah. So it's like a little interaction. Mind you, this wasn't my art or anything.
Right.
But like,
But at least you're kind of getting in the realm, like you're,
Yeah.
like you're
and like you're
getting
talk
in
to
the
people like
zeitgeist.
a normal person. Don't go like, hey, can you promote my stuff? Like,
Yeah, no.
like just it. But here's the thing: because of that takes time. It really takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like you could draw fan art and then no one sees that either.
Right.
Like just because, like
Yeah.
it's just, yeah.
Well, and I think too that like we always talk about, and we know this because we are in the industry or we're in the business of making things. So when we ask other people to make things, we kind of know what it takes. And so so there's this idea, this like kind of trifold or trifecta where it's like it's either good, fast, or cheap.
Yeah.
Or it's two of those.
Yeah,
It's not all three.
good, fast, or cheap. Pick three. Pick two.
Pick
sorry,
two.
pick two. Oh God, pick three would be like God.
Yeah, good, fast, or cheap. And so like for example, when I was doing Roots, the comic that I was working on, that just came out, the book itself took a year to make because I wasn't paying the artist very much because I didn't have very much, and he was really passionate about doing it, but he also had to take work that fed him.
Yeah.
And so, like, it was a passion project for both of us, but, like, because it was not something that we were... I mean, I paid him enough that it felt like it was kind of worth it for him to do because he would get exposure and those kinds of
Yeah.
things. But it certainly wasn't what he was worth. He just replied to it and was like, hey, I would love to do that because it sounds fun to me. But it took a long time because it was good and it was cheap. But it couldn't be fast.
Couldn't be fast.
Right.
Yeah.
And
This
so
also
like
works.
yeah.
This also works for food choices
It's true.
too. when
It
you're
works for
trying
pretty
to-
much everything.
It's like healthy, fast, cheap
Doesn't exist.
doesn't exist.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I think when I was
Grocery
trying to
stores.
eat healthier, that I had that struggle without even realizing that's the struggle I was having.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it to be cheap and fast and healthy.
For me, it's always
But that's
yeah,
impossible.
cheap, fast, and healthy is real hard.
Yeah, it is. But I think that, applying that across the board to your stuff too, like if you want to make something that's really good, you don't necessarily need to rush it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's really good to push your, like I'm a big advocate of pushing yourself and just going balls to the wall and just like doing as much as you can.
But the marketing aspect of it, because
Which Luis and I are kind of opposite on that because I'm making like a bunch of stuff right now and you're scaling back what you're doing.
Oh, yeah,
But it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
our personalities. It's
Yeah.
just the way that we like the way. And here's the thing: I'm probably gonna flip after I get done with all of this and like not do shit for a while because
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been running myself into the ground. But all the projects that are coming out now, you guys are just now seeing. But Roots has been in the works since I had the first inkling of that story happened when I was 10 years old. And since then, I've been playing with the idea over and over and over, trying to get it right. And now I've just kind of found a medium in which I can actually do it in because
I'm
it's
trying
expensive.
to think of how old
And when
Ruby
you read it,
actually
you're
is.
like-
I think Ruby's probably like maybe 2.5, 3 years old.
Yeah, so it's like
just as an idea.
and then Dimensions, the
So
narrative,
crazy.
the narrative that I've been working on. It's like the novellas basically. That's been an idea for like a long time, and I just decided to make it a comic or not comic, like written prose because I couldn't pay an artist to draw
Draw
it.
that, yeah.
So I just wrote it because it's the most direct medium I had. But that's a story that came out of me going through DeviantArt and finding 3 images that felt like they worked together and going, I think I can make a story from those 3 images. And then that story got caught in my head and then I just had to write it at some point. So like all of those things that I've been working on have been a long time in the making, but you're
Yeah.
just now seeing them. And like, so I think that's another lesson too, is like, it's going to take time to make things,
it's going to take time
especially
to
if
make
they're good.
things, and it's going to take time to
get an audience for them.
to get an audience for them.
That's why you got to do what you love. Because if
Yeah.
it's like you're trying to get whatever, if you enjoy doing that thing, then it'll be
This is-
okay for you to
This
push
is why
through.
I was surprised when like Spenser was like, let's just do pre-orders. And in my head, I'm like, no one knows what this is yet. Because in my brain, I went back to starting to square one.
Yeah.
I forgot like, oh, like, yeah, I have built up
Yeah.
a little bit of an audience. But in my head, like it's a new project, so it's like starting from zero.
And we
Yeah.
are kind of starting a little bit from not exactly because we have kind of a built-in audience from SourceFed and from this and like
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff.
Like,
but
there's people.
It's not but it's not necessarily like candy numbers. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
So
it's
it'll be-
definitely not candy
So we
numbers.
are kind of starting.
But it's still
you
the
know,
fact that there's some numbers that I was just like,
Right.
but we like it's not the website's not even up yet.
right. Nobody even
so-
knows what it is. Nobody even knows the story.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Yeah.
like it threw me off for a second. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So it's like, okay, this is like a different, like there's a cup, like a little footstool
Yeah.
is there, and it's like, okay, well that's nice.
And
But
I feel
also
like that's what it
but
is
I
when
don't
you
trust
build-
it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, don't trust it. You
But I
still
feel like
gotta
when
keep
you're
working. You
when
gotta,
you're
you gotta
working-
really.
when you're working on projects like that, like in order to make once you make something and you put your heart and soul into it and you gain sort of kind of an audience from that, not a huge audience, but an audience enough that you feel confident that what you made is good and that people like it and that you want to make your next thing. Then you have that audience that's built in from that then will come back for the next thing, and then you start that step ladder where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
you're starting with these people, and then the people that follow you from that project to the next project, and then you add layers there and
Yeah.
layer up and layer up and layer up, and soon you can, unless you have something that goes viral or something that is
Which is rare.
which
Don't
is
expect
very, very
super,
rare.
super, super rare. It happens. You might be lucky,
but don't count on that.
Don't count on
Build
that.
your audience. Yeah. Somebody retweeted, I retweeted somebody saying, it kind of applies, but I thought it was interesting. You better like to write if you want to be a writer, because even if you sell stuff, you just got to keep writing on that thing plus more things.
Yeah.
So like, don't do something in hopes that you're gonna do the thing and then everybody's just gonna praise it and then you're gonna be a professional.
And you're like, I'm done now. It's like, no.
no. That means you just started.
Yeah.
So that reminded me, like, yeah, go write all the things, but
You're gonna just remember, you're gonna be writing all the things.
you're gonna be writing all the things, right? So you have to really like.
It's
love
definitely
it.
it's a marathon.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
if you want to do it for your career, like I'm not writing for my career right now.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of stuff. Writing is kind of an aspect of it. But like, if they were like, okay, now you're going to write a TV show for 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
What?
oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. So like now you have to really step back and like, oh yeah, and it's going to be a 45-minute show every week. You're like,
This is when you hire a staff.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is. But still, like, then you have to oversee it and then you respond. And then you have to be on that thing for that long. We're used to jumping between projects so fast that just the idea that, like, we would be on one thing
For a long time.
for
Like, yeah.
years.
Yeah.
I mean, we were like that with SourceFed, but still, we had Nerd, we had Nuclear Family,
Yeah.
we had
Things were always there was
PBL.
always the base, but there was always so many things around.
Things you could
it.
jump around to.
where if we were just on one thing, it'd be
Oh,
it'd
you
be
guys would
weird.
have stayed. I don't think you guys would have stayed if it was
But
the one
that's
thing.
the thing. Is like if you get a show, you're on that one thing.
Yeah.
So you have to do that one thing. And so that's what's really like interesting to me is trying to figure out like, okay, if and when that kind of thing happens and I have to commit myself to doing that, that means I can't do, because it might be, say my dream comes true and I get a show picked up and I get to go show run that show or be a writer on that show. I'm not going to be doing all the other stuff I'm doing.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then it's like, fuck, now I have to give up all the things, like you're talking about,
You have
to
to
give up
gi-
all the things that I love to do this thing I love. So
no, you burn yourself into the ground.
that's how you
That's
do
what you
it.
do.
Yeah, this is when Spencer tries Coke for the first time.
Oh no! Welcome back.
I don't
he's
drink
gonna-
caffeine, so
he's gonna
drinking
go
Coke
on
would
a-
do it.
We're gonna go on a Aaron Sorkin thing and write the best 4 seasons of West Wing and then burn the fuck out and have to
Yeah.
get kicked out for 5.
He
and
was doing
6.
like another show at the same time or something too.
He was
Was
doing
he
a
really?
sports show. He was doing all.
Oh, he was doing- yeah, yeah.
movies. He was doing all sorts.
He
of
just
stuff.
burned himself out. You can't
Yup.
do that. Okay, well, we should probably say goodbye because it's
Yeah, 'cause
it's
I-
getting real late.
I don't know if you guys. I've been quiet because I had to pee so bad.
Oh no!
You probably watched the episodes. He's drinking a lot of water. Well, now the payoff is I have to go to the bathroom real bad. I've just been holding it in.
I love it. Okay, well let's throw to our socials and then we'll say goodbye. Who wants to start?
Me?
Yeah.
Instagram Starline.
can
and
see me now, I can
Twitter
point.
is Starline X, pronounced Starline though.
Pronounce Starline.
Pronounce
I still mess
Starline.
that up, and I hate myself every time I do it.
I'm at Louis12, LUWI12 on everything.
I'm at Spenser Starke. That's SpenserStarke. And you can find all of us on Twitter at We Stayed Late. And we have if you're listening to this on the audio, on the podcast app, or whatever podcast app you're using, if you want to go now watch it on YouTube, or you want to go subscribe so you can watch it on YouTube, watch the next episode on YouTube, you can find us just by searching We Stayed Late.
Yeah.
I think
I
it
know
might
it's going
take.
to be a hard decision for you guys, being like, do I watch this at home or do I listen to this on my commute? You got to change your routine.
You could listen to it both. We wouldn't mind.
Yeah, and you know what? If you don't want to watch it or if you don't want to listen to it, choose
That's
a platform, and that's fine. You don't have to do both. Yeah, I don't care.
Whichever one
Enjoy
you
it
do,
however
please
you
share
want.
it. Please share it with your friends. If you enjoy this, expand,
We love you.
whatever, all that. And we
bef-
have a For Human People store.
Oh, we do have a For Human People
where you
store.
can get a grunch box.
You get our little grunch box. We didn't say grunch.
Benson, grunge.
And there's a shirt about making a statement that a hot dog is a sandwich.
Okay,
you
and
wanna
also
do
we
that.
have this art here. We have this art done by our good friend from Slack, Victor. Ooh, that's me, baby. Look at me. He made me. Your turn.
Ooh, look, it's me.
Uh-oh.
That's my face. These are all made with spray paint, I believe.
He cut them out, spray painted them, and that's our little. I see. That's
Yeah,
a
it's
weasel.
Done in like a bunch of layers.
We have a weasel. That's our mascot. His name is Popper.
Pop.
Oh, Pop.
Pop.
Pop. His
Pop
name
the
is
weasel.
Pop.
Popper's a whole other thing.
Oh yeah. So yeah, there we go. Now
But yeah.
we've been wanting to showcase these, and we've
haven't
never been able to. But now that we have this,
But if you want to send us stuff, we have a little more space. So if you want to send us anything, we can put it up here, and then you get to see it on. Oh yeah, we have all the desk space.
all the
too.
desk space too. We need to have like one of
So
those.
empty.
What was it? They put the paper in Italian restaurants, and you can draw on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
That's
just gotta
fun.
we gotta send that out to all the fans.
And then they can bring it back.
yeah.
Yeah, they could be like, okay, now we're sending it off to Michigan. Send it off to New York. Everyone gets to do like a
You
big
don't
old
a-
cast.
you don't ask for what kind of fan art you get.
Oops.
You just get it. You let them decide. You let them express themselves
Look
in
at this.
whichever way possible.
That's why we have you here, Star. Not the only
We
reason
already
why.
fucked
I'm
up.
sorry. I didn't want to sound offensive. But
I wasn't mad until
Okay.
you said it like
God
that.
damn
I was
it.
just like, the only reason?
no.
So that's the
Please.
only reason we have you here is to guide us on fan art.
You know what? That's fine.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
the
it.
worst.
Now that I think about it, I'm like, okay, that's all right. Anyway,
No, that's not the only reason.
Oh,
We love you.
gotta go.
Bye.
I gotta go pee.
You gotta go to the
Bye.
bathroom.
I
real
gotta
bad.
go real bad.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Luis, cut right now.